of history. We roast in a moment. Here we go. I want to welcome everybody into the long distance playbook. My name is Chris with my fellow co-hosts, Mr. Mason and Jay. We're a bunch of sports fanatics who love talking sports, and we're going to talk sports today. And on that note, we're going to start off with our great new lightning round. Jay, what you got?
Look, 3 or 4 weeks ago, we were sitting and we were talking about the ramifications of last year's who won the championship, who lost. And when you lose and you get close, upper management gets a little nervous about the direction of how the program is going to be going. And if they have confidence in the people running that particular program, I had concerns about Penn State and Notre Dame. How would they recover from such hard defeats coming back this season? James Franklin.
So I'm glad you brought that up, right? That was a very significant situation. Because, like, here's the thing. I think they were a little bit premature. Every year, I get it. They were supposed to be in the running for the playoff, but to make a coaching change in the middle of the year, I don't think that was a good idea in college. Maybe in the NFL, but not in college. Because now you got 30 days for those kids can actually transfer out if they would like. What do you think about that, man?
So you're saying premature, right?
Yes.
So he was only there for a couple of years, 2-3 years, and he didn't win a championship. Is that what you're saying? 2 or 3 years and he didn't make it?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying
how long was he there?
I don't know, I think 4 years maybe?
Oh.
Or maybe even longer.
James Franklin was the coach since 2014.
Yeah, so he's the one who rebuilt the team, and then he took him to the playoffs, and then you just kicked the can on him after one bad year, after going to the playoffs.
Playoffs? Are you talking playoffs? No, they want championships. They want to have their name.
I get that.
Once Nick Saban left, all these programs believe that, hey, that crown's for anybody right now, and anybody can get it. So when you feel like you have the recruits, the players, the foundation, and you just can't quite get it there, you make a move quicker than you would. You don't want to wait around. You want to be quick about it. If you wait to the end of the season where you have 8 to 10 coaches fired and everybody else is available, then you gotta fight with other programs to get these coaches.
So okay. Okay. On that note, I'm glad you brought that up. Then, so we got David Purnell. But anyway,
hey David,
you got all these. You made a very significant point. In the NFL, you can fire your coach and still be able to live. But in college, you fire your coach in the middle of the year, those recruits that you were recruiting may not want to follow. Those players that are young in the system that you plan on building from may not want to stay.
So
Hey guys,
true.
real quick. I'm hearing both of you, right? And y'all both bring up valid points. All right, James Franklin's been there 11 seasons. Chris, you're talking about it may have been too early in the season to fire him. However, it may have been also the perfect time to fire him. Right? Look what UCLA did. They just fired their coach and then immediately beat
You
Penn
talking
State.
you
Right?
talking two different points,
Well,
but
hold on. It gives it what it does for the recruits. It now allows them to know that James Franklin's not going to be there. So instead of getting recruits trying to commit to Penn State because of James Franklin, right? Now they're either going to be going to Penn State because they want to go to Penn State, or they're going to wait around and find out who the new coach is.
exactly that's my point. But now you just open all those recruits back up to other schools that they were thinking about possibly going to, and just so you we all understand, right? He
Mm-hmm.
might be pushed to go back. You know, those recruits have to be re-recruited. So even the ones on your roster have to be re-recruited.
Yes.
You got to
Well,
reset the program.
I would say this, and maybe they did it, maybe they didn't do this. Before they fired him, they maybe went to their top 10 to 15 players on the team and said, well, how do you feel about coach? Do you think he's moving in the right direction? And if 10 to 15 of the players went to the AD and said, we're not happy with our coach, maybe that's the reason why they said it was this is the time to do it. Rather than
That's true. But like I said, back to my last point. Now you got to resell those recruits, those players, because you got to remember, seniors are done. There's nothing left for the seniors.
Right.
It's the juniors, sophomores, and freshmen, and then the incoming class.
Mm-hmm.
Those are ones that's going to make a big difference and a big point. Okay, so now speaking of firing coaches, right? We are not lightning round. We're about
Hey,
it already.
yep. Hey, the Tennessee Titans fired head coach Brian Callahan. All right. I think this is a message showing that Tennessee is in a rebuild stage. They've got Cam Ward, but it's really going to be and this is my opinion, right? They are completely restructuring everything. Maybe Brian Callahan wasn't the coach for Cam Ward, so maybe they could find the next coach that can help coach Cam Ward to bring the Tennessee Titans back to relevance. Because right now they are really irrelevant, right, guys?
I wouldn't say that, man. I'm going to say this is back to that point we just made, or I just made, right? So it's different. Now you're in the NFL. Now the NFL, if I fire you,
is
I'm
Tennessee
gonna
really in
fire
the
you
NFL?
again.
I don't think I don't think since Steve McNair Tennessee's been in the NFL, but I'll let you finish it.
You don't think you think they're the same?
They haven't been in the NFL since Steve McNair, and Eddie George. Go ahead, man. You got it.
No. I'm just saying my point. You ain't even heard my point, and you already want to jump on me.
No,
Nah,
you
go ahead,
good. You
Chris. Go
good.
ahead.
So
Shoot, man.
I think this is his first year as the head coach there, right?
Brian Callahan?
Yeah.
No, he's been
We
there
don't even know. We don't know
five
because we
years.
don't care about Tennessee.
Has it been 5 years?
Yeah, this is his
He
fifth
gets
year.
he gets a quarterback, right? I'm just
Yep.
saying this, right?
Yeah.
He drafts a quarterback. The quarterback comes in. They haven't um he they haven't won nothing, right? At that
Correct.
time. Can't hear you.
Since Steve McNair.
But this what I'm saying. So they draft the quarterback,
Mm-hmm.
number one.
Yep.
The quarterback goes on national television and says that they're basically trash, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
No
you
lies, no
expect
lies detected.
and you expect that team to win.
Man, I
Interesting,
got it.
right?
It
Mm,
when
there
he
you
got
go.
the team, they had just lost Derek. So it's only been a couple of seasons, I think, but maybe not 5, but 2 or 3 seasons now. But when he got the team, they had just lost Derrick Henry. So,
Right. They got rid of their star.
mhm.
Well,
But
they
the
get rid of him.
management,
They let him walk.
right? But what's the head coach's job, Chris? The head coach's job is to make sure the best players are available to play on the football field at all times. Correct? the
True.
the offensive coordinator, the defensive coordinator, the special teams, right? Their job is to get their players up to speed on the playbook and within those positions, and then make the decision or let the head coach know, hey, such and such pulled a hammy, or right, and then the head coach has to make that decision.
Yeah,
Some of
that's
these,
true.
I would say sometimes, if you're a head coach, you're a new head coach, and the GM gives you three options at quarterback, and
Hmm.
you choose this one option. What was his name? Will Travis or what was his name? Will Howard?
No, no, no,
Yeah.
no. Will Howard went to Pittsburgh.
Not Will
Will Levis. Will Levis.
Will
Levis.
Levis.
Okay,
Yep.
so Will Levis, and I'm not sure who the quarterback was before then, but if he signed off
He's
20,
in. He's
what?
in Green Bay.
Okay, so if he signs off on this quarterback,
Hmm.
and he said he wants this quarterback over this quarterback, they bring in that quarterback, and he's trash, and the quarterback that the GM really wanted goes to another team and lights the world on fire, you're gonna get fired.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're right. You're absolutely right. That's a
Oh yeah.
consequence. But it
yeah.
works both ways too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Exactly.
It
It
does.
works both ways.
Oh yeah.
On to our next topic. NBA
Yeah.
season starts on October 22nd.
All right.
What do y'all think? What's your thought? Do you think OKC can repeat?
I think they can repeat, but I hope they don't. I'm a Laker fan. I want to see LeBron go out with a championship before he leaves. I want to see DeAndre Ayton, the old, the young Ayton that came into the league, was getting 15, 18 to 12 a game. Then we have, AR-15. I think the Lakers, if they can stand the pressure, I think they're very um, one of those teams that can stand up to them. And I didn't mention them, but I won't mention them, but I'll let you guys mention the guy that's going to take over for the Lakers for the next 10 years. But go ahead.
Well, Jay, I was
Well,
gonna say I'm a Hawks fan, right? And I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, the only way your Lakers have a chance, all right, legitimate chance, is if LeBron comes off the bench. And here's why.
wow.
Here's why. Listen, his, his when he's on the floor with Luca, the production drops. Okay, from Luca. Luca has to be off the court when LeBron's on the court. Okay, and
How,
if you
how
put
long? How long did they
LeBron,
play? How long did they play together?
huh?
3 or 4 years? They played
No, a season or half a
no
season,
half
but
a season. They've gone through training camp
that's what I
now,
said,
guys.
half a season.
No, what I'm saying is because they had the summer together, they had a chance to practice.
Mm-hmm.
I think the beginning of the season will get
Mm-hmm.
a true estimate of how they're going to play together. Because you play
Right.
you play softball with somebody and you get used to each other. It's totally different than just hopping
Right.
in the middle of the season. And Luca's used to playing one way, LeBron's used to playing one way. It's a little bit tougher then. But I think we'll get a true test
Well,
in season.
Hey, so
the
real
the
quick.
problem with it,
Hey, real quick. Let me interject real fast. David Purnell says €10 US bet will earn you 10K on the Bullets. Yeah, we ain't gonna see that. Not this year. Go ahead, Jay. David. Go ahead,
no.
Mason.
So with that, right? Do you think? And here's a serious question for you, Jay. LeBron won. He's not going to play 82 games. Let's go ahead and acknowledge that, right? The
Little by
problem
little.
is him taking nights off, right? Which is that's the way everybody does it now.
Mhm.
And then
When
when
they play the Wizards,
playoffs come,
what play against the Wizards?
good Lord, no. But then come playoffs, LeBron's got to suit up for every game. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well,
Because if not, the Lakers aren't going to win. And I'm not
with
saying with LeBron, they're
the
not
way
going to
the
win.
NBA, the way
It's
the
got to be
NBA set,
cohesion.
yes, and the way the NBA is set up now, Game 1 is on Monday, Game 2 is on Thursday, Game 3 is
Mhm.
on the next. There's so many days in between in the playoffs. It's crazy, especially in the first two rounds.
Mhm.
They're so spread apart where you can play all 7 games in the series if it goes that far because there's like 2 days in between.
Well,
Fair enough.
well, on my point with your Lakers, right? I think OKC is the youngest team in the NBA right now. And yes, I did make a mistake and call them the Bullets. They are the Wizards, but they are both trash. They both, oh, they have
But
been bad for a while.
hey, Chris, you said what to look forward to this season, right? I'm interested to see what Houston can do with KD down there. Houston's a young
Now,
team. I'd like to
now
see,
that's a great point because
you
I
know.
was just discussing that last night with a friend of mine. How deep can that roster be?
Yep. Yep. I'd like to see Houston. I'd like to see what LA can do now since they do have Aiton right on the West. On the East, I want to see how Boston handles the pressure without Jason Tatum this season.
Whew, no more
Right?
Boston. Yes.
Look, it's not going to be easy. I'd like to see what how Eric Spoelstra can turn around the Miami Heat. They had a mediocre year last year, Miami Heat expectations, and I'd like to see them if they can get it back in the playoffs and go forward.
Mm,
Well,
mm.
what's going on with Giannis? Is it true that he really did request a trade?
Well, that's always going to be a rumor, but
That's going to
Giannis
be
is
hearsay
not,
until you hear it from him.
yeah, to actually happen. Giannis is the premier player.
His family
Yeah.
moved from Milwaukee, right?
Yeah, but he also, there's a rumor that he wants to finish his career in Greece.
Mm-hmm.
I think
So,
whatever owner says they'll sign his brothers, that's where he'll go.
so
My
just moving on a little bit. These are some great topics today. NHL is in full swing. I'm from St. Louis, but I got to address one thing. I never got to say who my favorite NBA team is the Celtics. Not just because of Jason Tatum, but I've been a Celtics fan since Larry, legend. Okay, now can the Florida Panthers repeat in the NHL? I don't know. I think there's been a different champion for the last 3-4 years, right? So it's. I think that's a game of attrition, right? So who can last?
well, you have these teams popping up: Vegas, Bruins. Every once in a while, David's team down there in Washington, they show up every once in a while, but can they be consistent? I mean,
That
Carolina Hurricanes. I mean, you have some teams that can really, make a push. Colorado. So I think the field is so evenly matched, and you always have it where even if you have home ice, that doesn't necessarily give you the advantage on the series. So um, I would say 6 to 8 teams can feel very hopeful that they can emerge as the front runners in the NHL this season.
yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm. Look,
I'm a Blues fan, so St. Louis all day. We finally broke that 50-year curse after and I
Mason,
and I got to be and I got to be at home to see it. That was a good thing for me. Um, NASCAR has 3 main races. Mace, who to
mm-hmm.
watch?
Oh, look. So Denny Hamlin, he is a for sure in the playoffs right now, no matter what happens. And then you got 7 drivers right now. you need to keep an eye on these, right? Because I don't think Denny Hamlin's really going to push it these last weeks, but these 7 drivers could, right? You've got Kyle Larson, Christopher Bell, Chase Briscoe, William Byron, Ryan Blaney, Joey Logano, and Chase Elliott. So this week's race is in Talladega. Talladega is known for
Talladega Night.
destroying your car, hitting the wall, pileups. Yeah. What do you think, guys?
Well, I think. Well, can I ask you one question? Who's your hockey team, real quick, Mason?
Mine? Mine?
Yeah.
I like the Florida Panthers this season.
Okay. Mine's always Pittsburgh Pirates. The Pittsburgh Penguins. I'm always down with the Penguins.
Oh, Pirates. I was like, what?
Yeah, hey, I'm a big Mario Lemieux fan from back in the day. But with the NASCAR, the three I have is some of the ones that you named: Hamlin, Larson, and Logano. Those are the 3 that I think have a very legit shot of coming home with it. What about you, Chris?
Mm.
I'm not a race car fan. I can't really give you a who's who. But my guy, my guy, Mr. David Snell, he said Larson is Larson's year. So I'm look. I'm gonna tell you honest. I have no idea, but So look.
Okay.
He even said he consistently racks up wins and leads laps, making him. That would make you a major threat. So, on to my next topic: MLB playoffs. Since I was out last week, and I think I called all 4 teams in the playoffs. Matter of fact, I know I did.
Yes, you did. 100%. You were the only one that did.
So, the Toronto Blue Jays and the Seattle Mariners are currently tied 2-2. Right?
Yep.
And
no, 3-2. 3-2 now.
Oh, it's 3-2. Okay.
Yep, Seattle's up 3-2.
So we might be looking at 7 right there.
Mm-hmm.
That might be going 7. Them teams are hitting, boy. They ain't playing.
Mm-hmm.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
So what did you think about that, Jay?
Now, my Yankees is gone, but I think Toronto is going to beat Seattle. And I know Mason's, oh man, Seattle's a team. We got all the power. It's there for the taking. But I'm rolling with Toronto. I think them boys up north somehow they're gonna do it. I got Toronto, and like you said, the Dodgers, they took care of business. Man, Otana is just he's putting in that work, ain't he? And think about this. Think about how lucky everybody in Major League Baseball right now should be sending like Christmas presents to the GM of the Anaheim, Los Angeles, or wherever they're calling themselves these days, Angels, for sending him away so we get to see him put in this work when it matters, not just in the regular season, but he's showing up pressure moments and putting in what a lot of great players can't do. A lot of great players just don't show up. They just fold when their team needs them in the playoffs. He's done it the right way. What do you think, Mason?
No, I have to agree with you on the Dodgers aspect, not the Blue Jays aspect, but the Dodgers aspect, right? 100%. And it's going to be interesting to see what happens in the World Series because they're going. Between the Blue Jays and the Mariners, I'm still sticking with my Mariners. I'm a Braves fan, but they're not there, so I got to pick somebody, and I'm going for Seattle. I think they have more power hitters than Toronto does.
What? What?
What?
They got what?
Yes.
Oh my god, bro. Oh my god.
Tell me who your hitters are in Toronto.
They only need one. His
They
name is
only-
Lad.
No, there's 9 batters. One person can't get on base and expect everybody else to bring them home.
Bro. Oh
In
my.
Toronto, you got Jorge Polanco, right? You got Cal Riley. You got J.P. Crawford. What is it? Julio Rodriguez out in the outfield. They've got hitters.
What?
So their pitching is a little weaker than Toronto's. Absolutely. Toronto's got the better pitching staff. So you can't say
What?
Guerrero on Toronto. You cannot say one hitter wins you a championship. No. It's a combination of both. Let's be honest, right?
Goodness.
We saw the Dodgers last night do that, right? Otani went out there and pitched 6 solid innings and then jacked 3 home runs, right? I mean, what better way to secure your own victory as a pitcher?
Well, we ain't even got to the Dodgers yet. The 200 million, the 100, the $200 billion roster.
I know, right?
We
I
we
mean,
ain't
that
even
was
got
just one hitter, though. So,
that's my point. I think What's has just as much power. They just don't have the name
okay.
to go with. But when they putting up, we got Vlad putting who's leading all the playoff teams with home run, right? Don't get me wrong. It's nothing personal. I like Randy Rosarena, you know, former Cardinal farmhand who just been putting it to a lot of these teams. Coming out, spot starting. He for him himself has made him like this great player. You know what I'm saying? As far as when it comes to playoff time, that dude steps up. Period. Now you got all these, you got Kyle Riley who coming in doing, this year had a great year, right? But you got Vlad Guerrero Jr. They're a team of unknowns with a lot of power and a good pitching staff. If you can't hit that long ball, you probably gonna lose. I'm just saying, you live by it, you will die by it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, indeed.
So I just don't see. I hope I don't see them beating um, that team. So the Dodgers and a $200 billion roster. Of course, when you got Shohei Otani, Mookie Betts, what's the
Man.
first baseman name?
Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman. Right? That's just 3.
Mm-hmm.
And they're clutch
Yeah.
players too. They're not just,
Yes.
you know what I mean?
Yes.
Right.
They got the clutch gene, a lot of those players.
Yep.
So all that being said, you got all these teams, man, and everybody's like, "Oh well, blah blah blah." That team is already built for championship.
No, I agree. That's why they won last season, right? But I think at the end of the day, they are more prone to. I think this season, I think everybody is more relieved that Otani's bat is actually being useful because last season during the playoffs, Otani started struggling, and
Yeah.
that's when Freddie Freeman started shining, right?
But wasn't he hurt
But
last season during the playoffs?
who? Otani?
I
No,
thought he
he was playing.
no, he wasn't. Okay, I thought. No, I thought he was playing, but he just wasn't 100%.
Yeah. He wasn't 100%.
He was just hitting last year. This year he's
Yeah.
able to start pitching.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
So-
one thing I will say this, right? It ain't been his bat this playoff. It's been kind of sucking. It's
Mhm.
been his pitching,
Mhm.
not his bat. Remember that.
Last night
That-
his bat was it.
Last night,
Oh,
both.
that means he came on board.
Last
But
night it was
been,
both.
It's been his bat. Then you're right, David. 2.12 ERA. He didn't show up in round one. But when you got a $200 billion roster,
Yeah.
one man can't stop no show.
No.
Hey, and in this era, I don't know, man. It's a little different than before. I mean,
Yep.
so they
But
won
hey,
last night. They won last night 5-1.
Yeah.
Yeah. But hey, with all the talk, right? Let's congratulate the Milwaukee Brewers for making it as far as they did. That's not an easy task.
Man, you already saying they lost? This game ain't over yet.
I said
What?
the Milwaukee Brewers.
I know. You basically saying this up, they're done.
They are
They
done.
lost last night. The series is
Oh,
over.
was that? Damn.
It's 4-0.
Yeah, you're right. Congratulations to they're just getting there.
Yeah.
Hey,
I
so,
mean,
Chris.
Hey, I
you
guess
talking
I
about-
was drinking too much.
Yeah, because you were drinking too much and you missed Otani's 3 home runs last night.
Yeah, but look, hey, check this out.
Last night, 3 home runs. He
But look, hey, check this out. Right? His
Yes.
3 home runs last night came. Look, and what did he do the rest of the other 3 games?
oh, he's quiet. Absolutely.
That bat was in hibernation.
Well, he was saving it because he pitched 6 innings, gave up only 2 hits, no runs. He basically said for the rest of his team, "Hey, chill. I got you tonight. I've been taking it off, but I don't want to play 5 or 6, 7 games. I'm just gonna. Oh, y'all need me? Okay, hold on a sec. Give me my bat. Push this beer down. Give me my bat. Boom. That's one for the books, ain't it?
Yeah.
He went 3 for 3 last night with 3 home runs.
Damn.
First of all, my question is why you keep pitching to him? Just saying.
Well, they didn't after that. I guess they didn't after that because he ended up getting a walk. But wow, that's pretty amazing.
All right. So, all right, we'll be right back. We're gonna take a short 3-minute break, commercial break. If come up with your ideas, we're just gonna put a little commercial on, and we'll be right back. When we come back, we're gonna be talking NCAA football. We'll be back. right, welcome back. I want to give a special shout out to Bugatti Vision for doing our commercial. If you are a veteran-owned business, please send us your information. We will add you to our commercial and all that, and become a sponsor of the Long Distance Playbook. Now, before I go into this topic, we gotta set some ground rules, fellas. We gotta set some ground rules, specifically Jay. Okay, 'cause we it's about to get hot and heavy in here. So
Yeah.
we're gonna talk football, college football, Jay. Let's not go off into a tangent. Let's not get to the point. Stay on target. Stay on target. Stay on target.
I
Right?
got you. I got you. Loud and clear.
All right. So we last night we had Miami playing Louisville, number 2 Miami. What happened?
All right. So for the last 3-4 weeks, I've been pounding my chest about the great Carson Beck. Boy, did he let me down. I mean, they were home too. It wasn't like they were on the road. He slept in his bed all week. He was chilling with his friends. I could tell he was doing all that because he wasn't in that playbook. That didn't look like playbook. That looked like he was studying. He took Louisville lightly. They were the number 2 team in the country. And now this is going to hurt them because they can find themselves right out of the top 4. And you know how important it is to get a bye going into these playoffs. Craziness. What do you think,
Hey,
Mason?
Go ahead, Chris.
so Carson Beck is who he is. All I'm gonna say.
Oh, yeah.
I've been saying that for the last 2 years. Right? The talent that he has in Miami is astronomical. That talent that they currently have is on that Georgia his freshman year.
Okay.
Right? Now it is showing you can see the cracks in the wall. You can see the cracks in the wall. You know, he got by everybody else, but he lost to Louisville. Georgia Tech winning ACC this summer.
Oh God, here we go. All right, hey, listen, guys. I think last night was a pure example of what Carson Beck was covering up. Okay, I think without Carson Beck in Miami, Miami's a worse team. Okay, they're ranked. They were before last night. They was ranked 41st in offense. Okay, right. Their defense was ranked 16th. However, everybody wants to forget Louisville has always been somebody's kryptonite, and typically Miami or Clemson, right? Louisville and Syracuse always like to disrupt the ACC. I don't know why. But Louisville defense was ranked 12th. I think Miami overlooked Louisville big time. So it's going to be interesting to see how well Miami can get um, back to where they were. And that's going to be primarily the coaching staff's job.
Terrible, terrible, terrible. I thought they had it. I thought they were going to run the table, but
What you got next, Jay?
Well, we
all
got
right.
well, I'm sorry, my bad.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead, Chris. Go ahead, Chris.
We got Ohio State and Wisconsin.
I like this. I like this, and I'll tell you why, Jay. You know how I gave you some facts last week, and
Yeah.
I said Indiana had beaten Oregon, and it had been like 2000. You know, the last time Wisconsin has beaten Ohio State was 2010.
Wow. That's a
That's
minute.
been a long time, right?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Um, but I'm not gonna say that this is an upset by any means. Okay, because
Yep.
Ohio State is just that much better than Wisconsin. Wisconsin's still trying to figure things out. They'll get there. It just takes time. Okay, not everybody can be Ohio State or the top dogs every year. So I'm taking Ohio State. What about you, Jay?
The Ohio State University. I think they have the team. I think they can play on the road. I think they can stay focused. They know how important these games are. And sometimes it's really good to watch another team that is highly ranked play and lose. It lets you know that, hey, don't fall into that trap of thinking that they're just going to hand it to you. It's important to win the games that you're supposed to win, and do not fall into that trap of taking another team lightly that you have clearly beaten so many times in a row, where you think you have their number. No, stay, stay on point. Make sure you play what you're supposed to play, because you know, get into the third quarter, you might not have to play the fourth quarter if you take care of your business.
All right, Chris, what's your thoughts?
Stay on target. Stay on target. So right now, Ohio State is the outright number one. There's no team close to them right now.
Mhm.
They got to play like the number one team for the rest of the season. If they don't, they're going to have problems.
Well, they do have an advantage of not playing any more ranked teams too.
Hmm.
True. No, I
Mm.
think they still got to play Indiana. I
I don't
think
know.
they
We'll have
still
to
got to
check
play
on that.
Indiana. You got to, but you got all these situations that could be promising, right? But if they don't stay on target, it's going to be a problem. They're going to lose, but they may still end up in the top four due to the possibility of winning the Big Ten.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right?
So I think we're all three going to Ohio State on this one.
Uh,
The Ohio State University.
yes.
Okay.
All right. So Texas A&M at Arkansas. Chris, what do you got?
Oh man, Texas A&M is proven to be a thorn in a lot of teams' side this year, and they have literally walked up the ranking, right? Because I think they was in I think they started the season like 16 or 17,
Yeah, I'm not
and
sure.
now they fourth.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man, I don't know that they've proven to be the best team in Texas. Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, I'm rolling with Texas A&M.
I'm in agreement with you on that, Chris. Texas A&M, they've got their offense clicking. They're one of the top 10 defenses of all college football, which is hard to do. And I mean, they're still undefeated, and they're going to be undefeated for a reason. As long as they don't overlook Arkansas, right? We always have to throw that out there, right? Because there's that team that you can overlook trying to prepare too far in advance,
Mm-hmm.
and now you're hurting. You know what I'm saying? But as long as Texas A&M goes out there and takes care of business, I take Texas A&M.
You know what? I would love to say Texas A&M, because you guys are always right when it comes to these crucial SEC matchups. But it doesn't always go out the way it's planned. On paper, we can just check off and say, hey, they played this way the last 2 or 3 weeks, and this team has played this way the last 2 or 3 weeks. But the SEC is always you don't know exactly when it's coming, but one of these home teams knocks off a team that's a little bit better than them, and that's why I got Arkansas this week taking down Texas A&M.
So you got Arkansas taking Texas A&M down in the Southwest Classic rivalry.
Yes, I do.
Man, that's a blast from the past. That's a blast from the past. So oh Lord. Okay.
All right.
Next up.
Ole Miss at Georgia. Number 9 Georgia at that. Number 5 Ole Miss. Do you think Ole Miss has handled with all this recognition that's come to them, and now they're playing against a number 9? This is a game of 2 teams in the top 10. You don't really see too much of that in October.
Right.
Mason, what do you think?
Oh, this is going to be, I think, a very grinding football game. Lane Kiffin, he's going to try to get that offense clicking early because he knows if not, it's going to be a very long day. Kirby Smart, on the other hand, is going to try to get that defense locked in early because he knows if not, it's going to be a very long day. So it's a battle. I don't see it being a blowout game by any means. I would like to see Ole Miss win, but something tells me with it being in Athens and everything. Something tells me Georgia's going to win this game, so I'm going with Georgia.
Okay. What about
I guess
you, Chris?
it's up to me. It's up to me. It's up to me. Georgia's you on defense. Right? Remember that. In their losses. What was the problem? Their defense.
Mm-hmm.
They're young. We're in what's this? Week 8? No, not week 8. Week 6.
Yeah, this week 8 for college.
Week 8. Yeah. College, it is week 8.
Right? So, look, right now, it's all about who has matured. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Who has matured? This game is going to be on paper. At the final score, is going to show that Georgia wins. All right, but it can go left or right. It could be a Georgia big win or a Georgia win by 7. Remember, they got a young quarterback. In Georgia, Tennessee don't. So it's going to be up to that defense to hold ground. Don't give up too many big plays, right? I'm going with Georgia.
Okay. So
before you move on, Frank said Alabama or Tennessee. He a little early, but I just wanted to let him know we see him.
Oh yeah. Jay, you got to talk about the Ole Miss Georgia game. Go ahead.
Yeah, I need to give my pick. And something that we talked about, Mason, last week was about playing in tough environments. I think it's going to be tough for Ole Miss to play in that Georgia Dome. And
they're not playing in Georgia. They're playing in Athens.
They're not playing in Georgia?
Yeah. They're playing in Athens, Georgia. They don't play in Atlanta, though.
Well, I mean, they're playing at Georgia.
Yeah, in Athens. Not Atlanta.
Okay. So, for me, I think that Ole Miss is one of these teams that are new to the big stage and having that pressure of being perfect every week. It's different. And when they're going against Georgia today, I think that Georgia is going to end up winning this game, and I'll see that. I think I'm going to see a little bit of slow start from from Ole Miss, and they might have a hard time recovering from that. And then coming out in the second half, they might try to come back a little bit, but the defense starts to mount, the pressure starts to mount, and I think Georgia's going to win by at least 2 scores in this one.
Okay. That's a lot, but okay.
He ballsy on that one.
Well, I mean, 2 scores is you're up by 6 points, and with 5 minutes to go in the game, the team with 6 points scores another touchdown. You know what I mean?
Right.
It can still be close.
Or kick a field goal.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So what? So who was it? Frank. Frank wanted to know about Tennessee at Alabama. Can we go to our Alabama correspondent, specialist, reporter?
Hey, live on scene. In Tuscaloosa.
Look, I wish I was live in Alabama. Trust me. Look, hey guys, this right here, 3rd October, this is a rivalry, all right, and it has been since I was growing up. Okay, now Tennessee's gotten right. Okay, because before growing up, man, Tennessee there was times when Tennessee was good and Alabama wasn't. So you was like, all right, cool, we'll take the loss, right? Now you're looking at good football. Yeah, right. But now you're looking at good football, really, really good football. Okay, on both sides. To me, the factor is going to be Jam Miller. All right, Alabama's running back. I know he got upgraded, but there's no guarantee that he's playing, and it's also going to be dependent on how much he plays. Right. Hopefully, he doesn't get injured again. That's to me going to be the determining factor. I'm always going to go with my Roll Tide to the day I die. Understand that, but I think this is a field goal ending game, and I'm hoping Alabama's on the right side. Understand that. There's a possibility this week that Tennessee could be on the right side, but I'm still going with my Alabama.
All right, Chris, what do you think?
Ooh. This is a big test for Tennessee. Right? Are they legit or are they playing play game? That's a good statement, right? I don't think Tennessee has enough to beat Alabama. I really don't. I think like I'm with Mason on this. This may come down to the last play of the game, but at the same time, you got a young quarterback in Alabama. Young quarterback. I'm big on that. If he come out there a little nervous, a little off tilt, it's not going to end good.
All right, for me, I'm going to look at the run game of Tennessee. Now,
okay,
I think Alabama wins this game, but if we wake up tomorrow morning and we see Tennessee has won, you're going to see 150 plus rushing yards from the running back from Tennessee is why they won. If you have a team that's going into another place, a good run game can calm that quarterback down, and everybody starts coming up, and it makes those passing lanes a little bit easier, especially playing against a team like Alabama who feeds off their defense.
all right.
So I got Alabama, but don't be surprised if that Tennessee run game gets going and puts Alabama on their heels, and it's a free-for-all from there. Anybody could win. But right now, I got Alabama.
So, Chris, you took Alabama too then, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Hey, guys, keep this in mind too. Alabama has to play a lot of ranked teams after Tennessee, right? So if Alabama does lose this, I don't think they're out of the playoff chase yet. That's a
That's
talk
enough.
we'll have later.
Yes. Most definitely. And now my Michigan team took that L, and I told y'all it was coming. And now USC is hosting Notre Dame. Chris, I'm going to you. Chris, who do you have in this one?
Notre Dame.
Okay. So
Notre
the
Dame.
coach keeps his job. I got you. All right.
How did I know we were gonna have this conversation? Again.
Hey, Franklin thought he wasn't going to have a conversation either, but now he's on the couch with me.
Oh,
Good point.
he at your house? Oh man.
Hey, he's getting the popcorn right now, about to watch the games with me instead of coaching on the sidelines. That's what Franklin's doing. And we might have somebody else from Notre Dame going to join us too.
Mm.
They like
Mm-mm-mm.
Europe. They like they haven't been on vacation in such a long time. So you know what?
Look, so Chris, you ain't got nothing else to say, just Notre Dame. That's it.
No Dame. I ain't even gonna get into an argument.
Look, I'm taking USC. I am taking USC, Jay.
USC. All right. USC. They're always up and down. Always up and down. They'll be a real good team. They'll lose to UCLA the next week. But I think they're going to keep that momentum from last week, and they won't disappoint us until November again. So whoever they're playing in November, they're supposed to beat, they'll lose that game. But they beat Michigan, and I think they're going to beat Notre Dame in this one. And I think that seat for the coach is going to get a little hotter in Notre Dame after this loss.
What's going on, Guatemala? Hey, CEO, log in on the YouTube page and we can see your comments. He's commenting on my Facebook channel. So I am flipping back and forth. The link is in the comment. If not, well, it's on my post. And he says Tennessee all the way. He is from Tennessee, so I'm just saying, just passing along. That's not my pick. I don't think they have a chance, being honest. Okay, go ahead, Jay.
Go ahead.
All right, so you got my pick for USC, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
100%.
Okay. BYU at Utah. Let me double check just to make sure it is at Utah.
No. It's versus Utah, so it should be at BYU.
Touchdowns at BYU. All right. At BYU. Let me change this over here. All right. So, no, it's just, over here we get the verses and this, that, and the other. Over here, the first team is always home. Chris, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
And then in the States, it's always the second team is always home. So sometimes we get a little, our wires crossed a little bit. But for me, it's always they play up like 5 o'clock in the morning for us whenever they play the Utah games or whatever. And we're not staying up to watch that. But we watch, when we get up, they're still playing. It's crazy.
Yeah. Or we catch the first highlights.
Oh, yeah. So I have Utah beating – sorry. I have BYU beating Utah. Mason, what do you have?
Look, BYU's undefeated this season. They're doing good. Did you know that this is the first ranked Holy War since 2009? That means both these teams are finally ranked playing each other since 2009. And this game has Big 12 implications. All right.
And they will channel their Jim McMahon and Steve Young type of game to try to go ahead and win this BYU, BYU, BYU.
No, sir. I'm actually going to go Utah today.
Oh no!
Yes.
Hey, you know it's Utah University, not Johnny Utah from Point Break. You know that, right?
Yes, I know.
Okay, all right. I just want to double check before you did. Okay, all right.
Chris, what you got?
Man, I don't know, man. Every time I pick Utah, they let me down. They let me down. BYU like to sling the ball around. They put it in the air a lot. So Utah has the young quarterback who's a athlete. They try to keep him in the pocket. So if they can slow him down, I think BYU wins.
David, who do you have, David?
He already said.
I'm taking Utah.
Oh, because David's in the group. I was asking him who he.
Oh, he picked. Hold on, I can see it.
He said, "What's a Ute?" So we understand that
he didn't pick.
A Ute is someone from my cousin Vinny. There's 2 Utes, and they decided to make it a mascot. So thank Marissa Tomei, Ralph Macchio, and the great Joe Pesci. NFL time.
And my pick, I'm going with Utah. I'm gonna keep sticking my foot in that water.
Oh, you're going back? You changing, going back to Utah?
I'd never said who I was going to.
Oh, I thought you had said BYU. My bad.
I thought you were saying that they have let you down too many times.
Yeah, they did. But if you hear my statement, I said I'm gonna stick my foot back in that water.
Oh, I thought
yeah.
You keep hitting your head against that proverbial wall, huh?
Yeah. until I figure it out. Hey, we're gonna go on another short commercial break. Once again, if you own a veteran-owned company, or you got something that is veteran-owned that you want to get out, send us an email to longdistanceplaybook@gmail.com so we can get you added. We'll be right back. 3 minutes. We are back and we are missing Jay. I'm gonna pull him out for a second. Hey, we're back. We're gonna get ready to go into our NFL. Looks like we're gonna get to our special part of the show. Shout out to Bugatti Visions again for our commercial and all our graphic design. Please hit him up if you need anything dealing with graphic designing. Welcome to the party. And we're going to get ready to get started on our NFL. Mr. Mason.
Absolutely. So, hey, Chris, I think we start this off by recapping what that Thursday night game. What was it? Pittsburgh at Cincinnati?
Yeah.
Oh, I think that game, Pittsburgh at Cincinnati. What was your thoughts on that, Chris?
Man, so we call this the ageless quarterbacks. We had two
both of them over 40 years old.
Over 40 years old. I think. Look, I think Aaron Rodgers was the oldest. But anyway, this game was actually quite ugly in a way.
Yes.
There's no way that Joe Flacco comes in 2 weeks and do what he did. And all it did was just show holes in Pittsburgh defense. I think that was a good coaching job by the Bengals coaching staff.
Yeah, but if you remember when Joe Flacco signed with Cleveland, he brought him out the dump for a while. So I mean, it's not the first time he's recovered a team like this. Jay, what's your thoughts on that game Thursday night?
You really shouldn't ask me these questions. My NFL picks have been I've been in witness protection program because my picks have been terrible in the NFL. But Joe knows. Trust in Joe.
Oh, okay. Oh. Hey, Jay, since you stepped away, we recapped the Thursday night game and we got a little special for the fans today, right? So, Jay, we no, you want to do it later or you want to do it now?
That's good.
Okay.
T. Higgins. We got Cincinnati. You know what? The boys are back. Higgy, and Chase. I'm telling you, if you got fantasy stock, whoo, through the roof. You know, Joe Flacco, 16 receptions to Chase on that Thursday night game. 16. And Chase dropped 3 balls. He could have had a 19 reception game
with a touchdown.
Joe Flacco. Yes.
And he dropped a touchdown.
And he had a touchdown. Higgins had a big game, and he decided to slide down at the 2-yard line. I know them fantasy owners of Higgins was like, bruh, I know you want to do the right thing, but we need you to get into the end zone, man. What are you doing?
Look, don't forget, Chase Brown had his first 100-yard rushing game of the season, too.
Yeah, because prior to that, he had to put 50 yards.
Yeah.
He like twice.
So, on the other side of that, should we be concerned about the Ravens defense have already been just trashed this season?
Well, the Ravens defense defense is due to injury.
So what's the Steelers' excuse?
That's a good point. Look, all that showed was the hole. They found the holes in their defense and they exploited it.
Yep, maybe undisciplined too. Maybe they were very undisciplined Thursday night. I don't know.
I bet they wish of the days of Dick LeBeau, but those a long time ago.
Yep. Hey, Chris and Jay, we talked about some comebacks since we talked about some 40-year-olds, right? And Joe Flacco. Who are your top 5 players who have gotten a second chance?
Who wants to go first?
in the NFL.
Yes.
I'm gonna give you my number one.
Who?
Okay.
I don't have a 5. I got a number one.
Okay. Who your number one then?
Michael Vick.
Okay.
That's a very good comeback. Yes. And so, what about you? What about you, Mason? What about you, Mason?
Look, so my 5, ready?
Uh-huh.
My 5 is Deion when he went back
Deion.
to Baltimore, right? Deion Sanders.
But
When
that
he
really wasn't a comeback.
Yeah, because he had quit when he had quit when he got signed by Washington, and
When
then
he took the money
Baltimore
from
reached out
Washington
to
and
him.
ran.
Yes, and then when he went to Baltimore and started doing his thing again. All right, so Deion,
Okay.
Peyton Manning got to be on everybody's list, right? Because
The
nobody
sheriff was injured.
well,
He was
nobody knew how
injured.
good Peyton Manning was going to be good, right?
We knew
To be
Peyton
honest.
Manning was going to be good. What are you talking about?
So Peyton Manning had won a Super Bowl already in
Yes.
Indianapolis.
Yes.
Fact.
So okay.
But when
go
you're
ahead.
coming back off spinal surgery, it's not that easy.
Not that easy.
Well, if you saying stuff like that, you can say Tom Brady after he got his knee destroyed.
No, but they didn't know how well Peyton. Remember, there was talks that after Peyton's surgery, he couldn't even throw the ball 20 yards.
Yeah, it was like a Sterling Sharp deal.
Right. So anyhow, so I got Peyton. I got Kurt Warner making his comeback for Arizona. I've got Drew Brees.
Oh my!
Right?
Uh-huh.
Drew Brees when he was with the Chargers, everybody thought his career was over. That's why they drafted Phillip Rivers. So then he traded to the Saints and then blew up. Okay.
Okay.
Look.
Hey, hold on, Chris. My 5th is Michael Vick. All right.
Okay. Those are great comebacks.
No, they're not. No, they're not. That is not true. I'm going to shoot holes. I'm going to shoot holes into all that list. Number one, we're going to start with Kurt Warner. Kurt Warner left St. Louis, went to the Giants, became the starter in front of Eli, right? Then they put Eli in. Then he left there, went to Arizona, went there to be the backup. The quarterback that they drafted was trash. And note the phrase now. You said comeback. That ain't no comeback. He was already still in the league. Peyton Manning, who I'll give you an asterisk by Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning is the sheriff for a reason. He was the sheriff when he was in Indianapolis. He was the sheriff when he was in doggone
Denver.
In Denver, right?
Okay.
He built the offense for them, not the other way around. He built the offense for them.
Yes.
So when you sit there, you saying a comeback player.
Yes.
I'm talking about a player. I'm hoping I'm getting this right. I'm talking about a player who comes in after years away or a year or two away.
Okay.
And comes in and make an impact on a team. Not what y'all are saying. Who was your other one? Oh, Deion. Deion was the greatest cornerback of all time. He was still good when he came back.
Okay. So can I give you my 5?
Go ahead, Jay.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Look, don't make me go get my shotgun.
Okay. So this is my criteria of what I believe a comeback, what the greatest comebacks are, is when you came into the league and you were deemed to be a good or great player, you bombed in wherever you were at first, and then you went on to win a Super Bowl or you played at a high level that no one thought you were going to be. That's kind of my criteria. Number 5, Kurt Warner. Kurt Warner was on the Green Bay Packers. He was back in he got cut.
He wasn't never in the league. He got drafted by Green Bay. He went to the USFL, then the European NFL. Go ahead. All right.
Okay.
I'm going to pull out my shotgun.
He was at Green Bay. He wasn't good enough because Brett Favre was there. He went overseas, came back, Trent Green got hurt, and then he was able to play on the Rams and took them to a Super Bowl and won. I believe that's a comeback player. Because
Stop. Right there. Stop.
Okay.
Hold on. Chris, let's get his 5 out. Come on.
No, I want to address that point.
Yeah,
okay.
Go ahead. Yeah.
He was drafted by Green Bay, cut. Went
Yes.
into the he never made it to
I mean, he was there. That means he was in the NFL.
He never made it to the regular season.
But
right?
That means he left. He wore a jersey.
What was it? Oh, okay. So what was his stats when he was in Green Bay?
Nothing.
Exactly. So how can you be a comeback player when you never had a start?
Because he had the chance.
Trash.
Okay.
Get that out of here. Get somebody else.
Trent Dilfer. Honorable mention. My honorable mention was Trent Dilfer. Trent Dilfer was on Tampa. He was a terrible quarterback there. They sent him to Baltimore. He ended up going to Baltimore, ended up winning a championship with Baltimore. I believe that's a comeback, one of the top 5 comeback guys, because no one thought that guy was going to have a Super Bowl ring as a starter.
Yep.
My number 4 guy was Chris Carter. Chris Carter was a receiver for the Philadelphia Eagles. He was doing a lot of drugs. Buddy Ryan cut him. They weren't sure if he was ever going to be anything anywhere else. He ended up going to the Minnesota Vikings and became a legend. Before Randy Moss got there, he was a Pro Bowl top 5 receiver in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Here comes Randy Moss, and they were putting up amazing numbers together.
Yes.
He's my number 4. Drew Brees. He was in San Diego. He got hurt. They didn't want him anymore. They brought in Phillip Rivers. Phillip Rivers to replace him.
Yeah.
And he went to the Saints. Boom, won a Super Bowl. And to this day, sorry, Archie, but he's the number 1 Saints quarterback of all time. My number 2 is Steve Young. Steve Young was on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He was running. He was not developed. He went to the USFL, came back, went to my 49ers. He sat behind. He got great coaching.
And he ran to the money. Go ahead, next.
Okay. He won a Super Bowl. He did win a Super Bowl.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then my number 1 player is Heisman Trophy winner Jim Plunkett, who ended up going to the New England Patriots, washed out there. Did not play well in New England. Later, he goes to the Oakland Raiders. He wins a Super Bowl in 1980. In 83, he won 2 Super Bowls. He's not in the Hall of Fame, but I think he's well-deserved to be in the Hall of Fame for what he was able to do for his resurrection in his career. So Jim Plunkett is my number 1. Chris,
okay,
pick holes in my Jim Plunkett one.
Okay, what college did Jim Plunkett go to?
What
college did he go to?
He said, "What college did Jim Plunkett go to?"
He went to Stanford, right? I think he went to Stanford. He went to Stanford.
He went to Stanford, I believe so. But anyway, you want me to put holes in it?
Jim Plunkett, yeah.
Not Jim Plunkett. I can't touch that. That's it. You went into the deep bag to get that, right? I give you two of your 5.
Okay.
I'll give you Drew Brees. Because Drew Brees, he was discarded as he wasn't the guy in San Diego. He went to New Orleans, won the Super Bowl. I give him that. I give you that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But some of that rest of that list, we throw it in the trash.
Think Steve Young on Tampa was he was not good in Tampa.
No.
Hey, but that's all right. Hey, guys, that's what it's all about, opinions, right? That's why we do this. Hey,
but you're right. But the reason why I don't pick Steve Young was drafted by Tampa Bay. He went there with the intention to change that culture of the team, right? He went for the money. in the USFL. You got to remember that.
Yeah.
USFL came around. Yeah, great point, CEO. I like that. That's a good one.
He was he was close. I was thinking about Warren Moon.
Yeah.
I wouldn't look. I can't
he
say
had
nothing
won.
about Warren.
The reason why I didn't put him on because he won championships in the CFL. That's why I didn't put him on.
Yes. But when you look at that, like Steve Young ran to the money. Don't get me wrong. I would have did the same. They offered him all that money. Because you gotta remember when the USFL came around, right?
Yeah.
Team they didn't have the NFL didn't have that money. They were offering team players to go over there. Remember who all was over there? Herschel Walker,
Reggie White, Sam Mills, Jim Kelly.
Yeah. All these players went to.
Sanders was there.
Yeah.
Gary
so
Clark.
you had a lot of talent over there, right? That took the money. And then he came back and signed as a free agent. He had a choice to go anywhere in the league. He chose to go to 49ers. No. I'll let you speak. I'm speaking. He chose to go to the 49ers to play behind Joe Montana, who was already on his way out the door.
Joe Montana was on his way out the door.
He got there at 87, man. Come on.
Yes.
Montana
you might want to go check.
He got hurt in 86. Look, I'm a 49er historian. So you got any questions about 49ers? I'm gonna
So you telling me, hold on. So you telling me, right? Right now, when Joe Montana got hurt in 86,
yes.
Where did they bring him back?
The 49ers, did they bring Joe Montana back?
Mm-hmm.
He was hurt. And they brought him back in 87. But then
you talking about after his injury? Yes, they brought him back.
And how long did he stay?
He stayed until 92, 93.
Yeah.
You sure? Was it 92 or was it earlier?
It was 92.
It was 92.
Because he went to Kansas City.
He went to Kansas City in 93.
Yep.
Okay. So
it was just he was riddled with injury after
that. So
you
telling me he had 4 years. All I did was just set you up. He had 4 years of sitting behind one of the greatest quarterbacks in NFL history and learn. You call that a comeback?
I was going to tell you.
Anyway, move it on.
Wait, hold on a second. The topic wasn't comeback players. It was top 5 players who got a
second chance.
Second chance.
He never look out. No. Nah. No.
Next. Okay. Hey guys, let's move on to the football games this week. All right. We got.
We gotta do more. We gotta do more of that stuff. More of that is good.
Hey, so I picked 5 games. We picked 5 games this week, right? So let's start off. Our first game. We have the Las Vegas Raiders at the Kansas City Chiefs. Chris, what you got?
Kansas City gonna beat the brakes off them boys. They are coming. They are finally got their whole. They got all their receivers back. Rasheed Rice comes back off of suspension. That speed they have is devastating, right? Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna say it's Tyreek Hill speed, but it's speed that they have, right? So you got all these teams. You got you know. Everybody been beating up on the Kansas City Chiefs. I am not a Chiefs fan, but I do watch football. I think they're going to beat the brakes off the Raiders this weekend. They're finally at 100%.
Jay, what you got?
Come on, man. Everybody knows the Raiders aren't winning this thing.
Thank you. I was hoping you'd say that.
The Raiders aren't winning this thing. But I can say this, that the Kansas City Chiefs might be close to making the trade for Alvin Kamara. That would be interesting.
That would be an interesting trade, my friend.
Yes, it would. Yes, it would.
Kansas City is 3-3 right now. The Raiders are 2-4. Now let's just play devil's advocate, and the ball bounces the Raiders' way. Who had the Raiders and Kansas City tied halfway through the season? that would be wild.
That yeah,
This
that'd be
this
crazy.
year has been crazy in the NFL. I'll say that.
Oh, it has been. It has been. Look, so I think we all going Chiefs, all right, for obvious reasons. So until the Raiders can show that they can be consistent, then I have to count them out, unless they're playing a weaker team. So, all right, let's move on. We've got Tampa Bay Buccaneers at Detroit. Them old Lions. Jay, what you got on this?
I love good old fashioned NFC Central matchups. Y'all remember the NFC Central? The Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Detroit Lions. Barry Sanders don't have to show up because they got Mr. Gibbs. They call me Mr. Gibbs. I got Detroit. Who do you got?
Chris, what you got?
Oh, you asking me? I think this. I think this game goes over 70 points.
Woo! And you think
70.
And who's going to score the majority of those 70s?
I was gonna say.
See, don't we try to walk me into my answer. I don't know. This is that one game I've been on the fence with all week. Baker's been playing awesomely good. Don't get me wrong, their injuries at the receiver position could be a problem. Not having Bucky Irvin could be a problem. But as you can see, they still finding ways to win these games. So I think I gotta go with Detroit.
You gotta go with Detroit?
All right. Yeah. And Mason, before you pick, they're saying that Mike Evans is going to return for this game. Ibuka is not going to play. And Bucky Irvin is still out. And you still have White going to be the starter at running back for Tampa this week. Before you make it.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been nice to know before my pick.
So you went with Detroit, right, Chris? You went with Detroit, right?
Yes, sir.
Look, Baker Mayfield has been one of the most, I would say, underrated quarterbacks his entire career, right? When he played at Cleveland, people didn't like him because he was I don't know, he had the attitude, right?
Confrontational.
There we go. However, when he was in Cleveland, and remember, everybody needs to understand this, he was a first-round draft pick in Cleveland. That means Cleveland was trash, okay? And quarterback wasn't the only problem. He took them to the playoffs for the first time in a long time. What? You're saying no what?
He had Nick Chubb. He had Odell Beckham Jr.
They didn't.
He had a Landry. I don't know. I'm not sure what Landry he had.
Yeah, he had a Landry.
Yeah.
But they got rid of. But hold on. They got rid of everybody on that team except Nick Chubb.
No, Nick Chubb's in Houston now.
No, I'm saying
no, why he was there.
Baker was there.
Oh, yeah. Anyhow, so then he takes over in Tampa, right? Who was ahead of him in Tampa, before there? Tom Brady, right? Tom Brady won the Super Bowl in Tampa, right? So now the expectation is whoever comes in next is going to provide some wins, right? Baker's playing at an MVP level without his stars. That is hard to do, okay? If that line can protect Baker a little bit more, I see Tampa winning this game. I'm taking Tampa over Detroit.
Mason, I know why everybody likes Baker now and they didn't like him before.
Why?
Progressive.
Mm, good point. Good point.
I
But
like
yeah, I'm
Baker.
taking Tampa.
I like Baker. I like Baker because he proved to me when he came to the Rams in week 1 week and winning game with barely knowing the playbook. You know, he's a moving guy. He can play on the go. I like
Mhm.
him, but I just don't see him beating Detroit. Sorry,
So,
Detroit
Chris,
got
I'm gonna
two
ask,
weapons.
Chris, I'm gonna ask you: should I start Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense on Sunday against
Are you
Detroit?
playing? Are you playing me in any league?
No.
Look. Let's be honest, right? Kansas City exposed Detroit last week.
Look, all I'm gonna say is this, right? This is funny. Look, I expected a low scoring game on Thursday night, so I started my doggone Pittsburgh Steelers defense, and they did not perform.
Man, the
Well,
Steelers
that's the way
defense
to do
got
it,
me
Chris.
one
Huh?
point, one fantasy point. It was brutal.
So I'm just saying,
Hey,
I
y'all
ain't
talking
giving
about
you no.
fantasy? I'll tell you who my look. I'll tell you my fantasy is the Seattle Seahawks, right? So let's move forward. We got Seattle Seahawks versus the Houston Texans.
You
Ooh,
and your
look, I think,
damn.
huh?
I said you and your verses. I gotta check
What'd you say, Jay?
now.
They're in
Hundred
Seattle.
percent,
They're in Seattle.
God
Let me
damn.
help you out.
100%. They're in Seattle,
Okay.
right? So, hey guys, didn't I tell y'all last week that Seattle was going to be Jacksonville?
I wasn't there, so I
Man,
don't know. You mean
Yes, you
did you
bro, I
did.
tell
told you, Jay.
Jay?
I
Yes.
definitely told you, Jay.
Yes.
And I've been riding with Jacksonville all season, but I told you this was going to be the one. That was the one game that they were going to slip up and lose, right? Look what happened. Okay, you got to seriously take a look at this Seattle team. They are offense and defense not at the top, but they're right there in the middle. Okay, and they're
Well,
able to balance each other out and get things done. What you got?
I was gonna say that Seattle and Jacksonville's defense, fantasy wise, has been top 5 all season. So evidently they must be getting a lot of takeaways and a lot of turnovers and a lot of sacks. And that's
They're getting a lot of
why they're
sacks. Seattle is.
okay. And they're playing in Seattle. Seattle's a very tough place to play. And Houston, they crushed Baltimore last week, but everybody's been crushing Baltimore.
Yeah.
Can they duplicate that or have some resemblance of that type of offense efficiency in the red zone? Can you
Right.
score touchdowns and not have Fairbairn lead fantasy points every year because he's kicking 5 to 6 field goals each game because they can't finish drives? So I don't think Houston's going to beat Seattle, but I think they'll be able to score a few touchdowns and look a lot better because they were able to see you know how they say, I want to see the ball go through the hoop a little bit. They were able to get a couple
Mm-hmm.
touchdowns, and that builds confidence moving forward, I think, the rest of the season. But I just think Seattle is just too strong of a team at home. I think Seattle's going to win this one.
And that's what I was going to say, Jay. I'm in agreement. Like Seattle to me is a more complete team, and I'm taking Seattle. Chris, what you got?
Hey, who's the receivers other than Jackson and Jigba for Seattle?
They throw a lot of tight
It
ends.
don't matter. It don't matter. Seattle's gonna win this game.
Who?
It don't matter.
No.
You know,
So you,
Stingley is gonna cover Jackson and Jigba, and I think um, this is gonna be a lot closer than 7 points, David. I'm sorry. I think this is gonna come down to this is gonna be like 6 points at the most winner. Uh, I think Seattle wins this. I hate to say that. Houston is not the same Houston team from the last couple of years.
right?
It's a it shows that they're missing Tank Dell to open up defense.
Well, they got Captain Kirk, Christian Kirk.
He ain't no Tank Dell.
No.
Can I ask y'all a question?
What you
Should
got?
the Houston Texans head coach be concerned? Am I always asking for coaches to be fired? Is that just my
Yeah,
thing?
I think that's your favorite time.
You are, Jay. I don't know why you asking this. No, he should not be concerned. No, he should not.
Moving along.
Yep. Hey, so we got our next game. Green Bay Packers at Arizona, and Kyler Murray has been officially ruled out.
So why are we even talking about it?
So,
again?
Well, so I guess it was up in the air before he got ruled out. Right? But who's the backup now?
All right, we got to watch what we say, David. I don't think that's the case.
What?
So you know what?
Can Kyler Murray's backup take over the role?
I don't think Jacob Brissett can actually.
Oh, Brissett. Oh yeah, he
yeah,
did good last week.
He did good last week, but he didn't play a good Green Bay defense. This is going to be a blowout. Green Bay. He gonna
Jay,
get too
what
much
you got?
So who? I got Green Bay. I got Green Bay.
Okay. Okay. I mean, I got Green Bay winning too, but let me throw this out there, guys. So if Brissett comes out there and wins this game, or even looks good, right? Is there talk of him being the quarterback and not Murray?
No. Brissett's been a backup for years. Everywhere he's went, he's done well everywhere he's went as a backup. He's a prototypical backup.
I disagree with you on that one.
Oh, so if you were the GM of any NFL team, and you got a hole at quarterback, you bringing in Jacob Brissett to be your starter?
So the head coach of the Arizona Cardinals, he's already in hot water for putting his hands on a player. His teams have been losing. Depends on his temperament. If he wins 3 games in a row and Murray's ready to come back, I'm pretty sure he might roll with the guy who's just won him 3 games in a row, especially him being a new head coach that hasn't done anything. He's not like a 5-year, 6-year head coach in the league. This is his first ever head coaching position.
No, I get that. I get that, brother.
That's why I think it's different.
So I do, but I don't think that Brissett can lead a team to the Super Bowl. He's a filling guy.
No, absolutely. I'm not asking that.
He's not ready. Arizona's not ready for a Super Bowl.
No, absolutely not. No, what I'm saying is, if he does better than Kyler Murray, is that the possibility that Kyler Murray isn't a fit for Arizona, or just saying, just
anything's
possible out there, guys.
Because you can trade. Like I'm pretty sure if they went 5 in a row and somebody comes calling that wants Murray, and they can get a top level receiver or picks, I'm pretty sure they'll trade Murray because they know that they've had some issues with Murray with his video games not being the leader they want him to be, that sort of thing.
Good point, Dave. Good point. He got fined $100,000 for that, putting his hand on the player.
Yes.
Now let's move on a little bit.
All right.
David wants us. He's a Washington fan, and he's been asking me and begging me, how come we're not talking about Washington at Dallas?
Well, we look. So if we move on, because I have the same issue too, because we should be talking about also Jacksonville and the Rams in London.
Yeah, we
Both
should
teams are
have.
4-2.
Mm-hmm.
So we got time. Let's get to San Francisco. We got 2 more games.
Well,
Okay.
let's hit that Jacksonville St. Louis game in
Okay.
London.
Okay.
Oh,
Um,
wait.
neutral land. Jacksonville
Yep.
and the Rams. We know Nakua's out. We know Jacksonville has played the most European games of any NFL team
Yep.
In London.
in London town.
Mm-hmm.
The owners isn't the owner like has a team in England as well?
The Rams do. The
Yeah,
Rams
Rams.
yeah,
own.
Rams do.
All right.
Yeah, but look, London is like that's Jacksonville's second home.
Yeah.
Hey, I got Jacksonville, guys.
I
You
do
got
too.
Jackson.
I'm taking Jacksonville.
With Nakua out, yeah, I got him.
Hold
Look,
on. I'll be right back.
look, I'm taking Jacksonville with you, 100%. Like I told you, I keep saying it. Trevor Lawrence has to do his thing in Jacksonville, right? They're going to take some losses. It's going to be a growing pain for them, right? But Jacksonville is going to be a playoff team this season. I said it at the beginning of the season. All right. I called their loss
Yes.
last week. I'm going to call their win this week. They're going to win against some St. Louis Rams. Understand that. So, Chris, what you got? Oh, you ain't bald now.
He has to take the trash out, so he put it on his head.
Watch his mouth. Watch his mouth.
Okay. So you taking the Rams, I say. Chris said ain't nothing left to be said. All right. Hey, Chris, you taking the Rams, we're good. All right, so let's move on to the Dallas-Washington game then.
Now,
I don't think there's gonna be any defense played.
I think it's going to be one-sided, and I think Washington's going to win this.
I don't think there's gonna be any defense being played.
Me neither. It's going to be Washington hands down. What you got on that, Chris? Who you got winning?
Jaden Daniels scored a touchdown, rushing. You can almost put money on it.
Got it.
I am. I'm just saying.
okay, for me, one of the best rivalries in NFL football history. Now, Washington has the better team. Washington has the better record. CD Lamb plays for the Dallas Cowboys. He's back. The Dallas Cowboys, the last time they played in Washington, it was a phenomenal game, back and forth, and it was just haymakers being thrown. I think it's going to be the same way this game, but Dallas has the better run game. Dak Prescott has finally kind of got that prime running back that he had when he had Ezekiel Elliott, and I think that's going to be the difference. The defense is not going to show up, so they just going to have to score more points than Washington. And I think they're going to do that. And we saw Washington lose to Atlanta. They lost at home to Chicago. Should we be worried about Washington?
No.
I think so. I think Dallas is not going to be a championship team, but I think they're going to have these flashes where they're going to look good on certain Sundays, and then Carolina's going to beat them. But then they'll come back one week and say, hey, you know what? We'll tie Green Bay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I got Dallas winning this one at home. And I think when they play at Washington, I think Washington's going to beat them.
Okay, but you taking Dallas on this one.
I'm taking Dallas, yes.
Chris, what you got?
Washington. I already said it. Yeah.
All right, I'm making sure. Look,
Yeah.
here's my question for you, Jay. Who throws CeeDee Lamb the ball? CeeDee Lamb or Dak Prescott?
The fourth most point getter in the league this year, Dak Prescott.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
And that
But
was
he
with
got to hit him.
and half those games were without CeeDee Lamb.
Mm-hmm.
And George
Yeah, but
Pickens has stepped up. Jake Ferguson has stepped up. Their offensive weapons, by them running the football, they're not. And Aubrey's not kicking as many field goals this year because they're finishing off these drives with touchdowns.
right. No, I mean it's gonna be a good game. All right, y'all ready for this one?
I don't even know why
Jay,
it's on the list.
Jay, what this game? You don't know why it's on the list?
I don't know why it's on the list.
Because
49ers versus the Falcons. 49ers versus the Falcons.
I'll let y'all go first.
Oh, you want us to go first? Go ahead, Chris. I'll let you go ahead, Chris.
Hey, did you get my text this week?
Yes.
I might have. I don't know why.
No, it was directly to Jay.
Oh.
Yeah.
And this year's draft, the number one draft pick by the San Francisco 49ers is Dr. James Johnson, surgeon. Needless to say, I can't even say nothing. I'm gonna tell the truth.
Nah, I'm good. I'm
good. Who you taking in this, Chris?
I think the 49ers win.
You think the 49ers are gonna win?
Yeah, I think they got Kittle back, CMC, and Mac Jones throwing to Bourne is special. You can see they have history.
Okay. Look, I'll let Jay go last, and here's why. You ready? Look, Mac Jones, former Alabama player, got it right. But look, I think the Falcons, they're finding something. They're finding a groove. They're a little healthier than the 49ers are right now. So not much healthier, but they're a little bit healthier, right? I think the 49ers defense is going to be the subject of this game, especially with all the injuries with Fred Warner gone and everything. Like, how bad is that 49ers defense? How bad is it, right? And how are they going to be able to manage with all the injuries still on the defense? Yeah, you're getting Kittle. That is going to help Mac Jones out big time, all right? It is Christian McCaffrey. However, Atlanta's offense is starting to click. If y'all saw Bijan Robinson, right? So I forgot my headgear. It's going to feel a little cold on this comment, right? Because Chris, you going for 49ers. Jay, I already know you going for the 49ers. But I got a little something for you, right? Just in case it's a little cold. Let's go Falcons.
All right. I'm glad that y'all split down the middle, and I'm gonna make it real quick for you. Somebody sent me a wonderful clip of Deion Sanders going back to Atlanta and picking off Jeff George and the 49ers just crushing Atlanta. Because this is an old NFC West matchup too. The Falcons used to be in the NFC West. But for me, Shanahan, he has problems inside the not just the red zone, but inside the 10-yard line, scoring touchdowns and not kicking field goals. With Warner being out and Robinson being the best running back in football, and each game you see Michael Penix taking steps forward. His connection with London is top notch right now. They beat Washington. They beat a few teams. They had that clunker against Carolina. But other than that, the Atlanta Falcons have been playing really good football. And their defense has been pretty good as well. I would love to be able to pick San Francisco on this one. But when you have all these injuries and they can't finish these drives with touchdowns, I have the Atlanta Falcons in this one. The Atlanta Falcons will beat the 49ers at home
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
All right, Chris.
All right. I want to thank everyone for tuning in to the Long Distance Playbook. We had a good time today. I think we enjoyed ourselves. We clowned a little bit, and we stayed on topic. Thank you, Jay.
Yes, 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 yes.
Appreciate all the comments. Please give us comments. Please tell us what your thoughts are. We will post and talk about them a little bit. Shout out to David. Once again, he's been with us from the start of this show, and he has been commenting all day. And also give a special shout out to Bugatti Visions for doing all our graphics. You need your graphics done, hit him up at Bugatti Vision. Y'all be safe. We'll see y'all next Saturday, 4 p.m. Hopefully we all be in the same, well, two of us be in the same place and then that oddball that we know down in Italy, right? And we'll see y'all on next Saturday at 1600 or 4 p.m.
4 p.m.
Peace
Germany time.
and love.